Tell me, O Muse, of the many heroes from many places who wandered the many ways of the sacked sacred city of Arden.
All right, hello everybody. Welcome to the 63rd expedition of the Arden Vulgaris campaign. It is the second of Ligarios. It is Taz Day. And who do we have playing today?
Hello, I'm Meg. I'm playing Marianos, the level 1 bard. And now the hireling as well. Erlin, the level 1 elf thief.
And I'm Steve. I'm playing Heavenby, the level 4 bard. He is pursuing his oath to retrieve the Golden Throne still, and he is also bringing along Aram, the Elven Wizard.
Nice. Perfect. And I believe we're all starting out at Gosterwick today. So we're going up the stairs.
Yeah.
Okay. We all inventoried to the gills. We got all our equipment ready to rock and roll.
Yep.
Cool. Cool. Just so you know, today it is like a high of 16, partly cloudy. But other than that, relatively clear skies. I bring that up because on more of the cloudier days is the days when the green dragon, Craston Norstrix, and their wyvern pets like to fly around. But you've been hearing rumors from your fellow Vulgarians and people in about town that something's going on at the place called Interesting Ruined Estate, belonged to Isidore of the Sortians on the map, and that Crass has been hanging out there a lot, talking, not fighting. So whatever that could be, that's going on. But in the meantime, we have stairs to climb. So we're going to pass the spooky tower that no one's ever investigated, except for like the very first session. And we're going to go up the stairs. As you're getting there, as you're getting to the stairs, doesn't look like anything's there. Not even any goats. It's as quiet as the grave, except for the whole, roaring train of the falls.
No goats is suspicious.
Indeed.
All right. We'll head on up.
Yep. Okay, up you go. No encounters. You make it all the way up the stairs, all 1,500 feet, scaling it all. All I got plenty to talk about is two bards and a wizard and a thief do. You hear the slight drone of stingbats coming from the southern tower of the south gate, but that's, again, nothing new to most people. And, yeah, you're free to make it to the obelisk and go on from there.
Okay.
Be landing for the pyramid, or is there a better route?
Possibly going in via the basement. The bottom of the pyramid, kind of contested ground, with between the Setites and the goblins and the beastmen, although there's a bit of an alliance going on. So coming down through the old basement, which we have to get into via chimney these days.
Correct.
Down the chimney, down a spiral staircase that leads to just north of the main pyramid area. Comes into number 14.
Gotcha.
Okay. You all begin to hear rats screaming from the somewhere close to you, to the east, in what's labeled baboon country. Excitedly. Maybe like a minute or so into the city.
rats like happy excited or
Yeah.
terrified excited?
They're a rat, so can you speak rat? It's pretty close to. They're kind of the same. You don't hear any weird crunching, or anything's eating them. So, they're just kind of screaming somewhere over here.
Do you think it's worth a peek?
I think we could send the thief.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
What time is it?
It's 9 in the morning.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think thief in, thief out, just see if there's anything interesting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then Erlan will, carefully and quietly, creep amongst the rubble, hiding behind larger pieces of rubble, just hoping to get a visual on what he's hearing.
Totally. All right. He sees that there are quite a few rats, upwards to about 10 or so, that are kind of just swarming in and out of this hole that's just sort of like in a ruin in sort of like the foundational floor of a ruin. They're just scurryingly back and forth, screaming at each other.
Does it look like they're fighting?
No, but I think rather than maybe analyzing the rats, I think Erlen might spot the glimmer of something shiny at the bottom of this hole that these rats are fighting over.
Gotcha.
Okay. Well, should we bring up the wizard with the sleep spell?
How does sleep work in this game?
Knocks out everything within a near-sized area. If they're level 1 or 2, should be more than enough for the rats.
It's like a perfect use.
Yeah. Although we should get some luck handed out so we can make sure we get some rerolls.
Oh.
Okay. Right, I'm going to try and inspire my companions. Yes! For the first time in 3 adventures, I have succeeded.
Been a while.
Okay. That lets me hand out luck tokens. 3 luck tokens, so I will give one to each of my companions.
Full.
And if you're any good at inspiring, I could also do with a luck token.
Inspire you in return. Or try.
It would be appreciated.
Certainly not.
Okay.
No, I don't think a 6 is going to do it.
Yeah, certainly not.
Okay.
Okay. I guess the rest of us creep after the thief.
Yeah.
And then have Aram try and dump a sleep on them.
Okay, Aram.
Aram, why?
You don't need to roll. You don't have to roll initiative. You could just do it.
Okay.
They're preoccupied with one another.
Success.
Nice. And whomp. The dust falls. The glittery dust falls on the rats that are screaming and fighting over and tearing at some bag that's spilling silver. And then they go plop, fall right over, fast asleep. The whole lot of them.
Okay.
There were 6 in total.
Shall we quickly go and cut their throats?
Yeah.
Sure. That's
Chop,
XP.
chop, chop.
But more importantly, this cracked leather purse that they've been nibbling at contains a bunch of silver. Looks to be like old silver coins.
Perfect.
And while you dispatch the sleeping rats, you can pick up 13 ancient silver pennies.
Okay.
How nice it is that these rats led you to this treasure.
I know, they're so kind.
Now they're in rat heaven.
I have room, I can carry them.
Okay.
The rats?
Perfect.
Well, I guess that is a good question. Do we want to... What do we want to do with the corpses? Do we have any baboons we want to befriend?
You are in Rango country.
I suppose some tasty snack distractions might come in useful. And
These rats, or are they giant rats?
Giant rats.
Okay.
I mean, Aram the wizard has got slots for days, so
Let's take a couple corpses.
all right. Tie them to the end of his staff like, an
Good
old-fashioned
old rat stick. Yeah. That was the style at the time. Yeah. Rats on a stick, onions on your belt. So,
Shall I perform a
yeah.
quick haruspexy to define the fate of our adventure before we go?
Sure.
Doth the entrails tell me anything?
Outlook not so good.
Mm. Fitting.
I don't know.
Makes sense. There is a dragon out and about.
Hmm.
Yeah, on this
Okay.
pretty clear day, you can see that you see like the dragon's wings or so, every so often kind of like flutter and stretch over the estates. There are quite a few people there. All of them well armed, wearing magical armor that we've seen that's sort of amber in color in nature when they do show themselves.
Is he flying over the estate or
No,
just no, he's just hanging out at the estate.
he's hanging out. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not gonna interrupt him.
Supervising, maybe.
Mm-hmm. I'm carrying around a gift I've been intending to give him, but he maybe just doesn't care anymore now that he's found some new wizard nerds to.
There, I think the other thing to note, which I kind of glossed over earlier today, on the far side of town, the west gate of Arden is a smoldering ruin.
Oh. Okay.
The
That's
West
probably-
Gate?
Yes. All this stuff is
Oh,
no more.
oh, okay. Minotaurs.
That's
Great.
that's the story.
Well,
Okay.
I don't want to get mixed up with minotaurs, so
Yeah.
I'm happy to steer clear of that.
Are we going down the Temple of Thoth stairs, or are we going in through Goblin Town?
No, going down through the old basement.
Oh, basement. Okay, it's been a while.
Yeah, down the chimney, and into the Temple of Thoth, via the spiral staircase.
Okay,
Trying to avoid Setites.
that makes sense to me. Okay, basement time. All right, the chimney is about, I believe, like about 20 feet or 40 feet down. Got to squeeze through.
Yep.
But out you go. So down here, there are quite a few things I should describe and update you all on. To the far south of here, you can definitely see signs of habitation again by people, or a camp, or something like that. Like the rubble has been moved away. New paths have been treaded down. Relatively recent torches have burned out. Recent signs of camp, but no activity or presence at the moment. Second of all, you've noticed quite a few slime trails through here of a dry green ichor, or maybe even like salt, or like if your water's too hard and like the residue, the scale, like that stuff is all over the walls over here.
Okay.
Other than that, the place is quiet, smells like death. Pretty standard Arden rule fare.
Okay. Just group up and then scuttle on down the stairs.
Okay, we're gonna go down the...
If you don't have a torch, Erlen can light one.
I was going to suggest Avram carry a torch, because he should only need one hand for spell casting. Does Arlen... Erlen, he does have a bow, so it might be... Just so he's got his hands free.
Wizard.
Yeah. Okay.
I only suggested it because he had a lot.
Okay, yeah, this will be about a 300-foot down staircase that's kind of spiraling down. So time will have to pass as you traverse down here, meaning one of your torches will burn out in the process.
Okay. Right. One scored off, and one lit and burning.
Okay. The first thing you all will hear about 3/4 of the way down is mechanical buzzing. So it sounds like, kind of like a small ornithopter.
Ooh, one of the dragonflies, potentially. What's his name? Kerbal Khan?
Don't look for me for confirmation.
I have no idea who you're talking about, so...
There's some guy who's got a wizard, we assume, who has automatons that go exploring for him. I've not met any of them personally, but it fits the description.
Are they dangerous?
Probably. I don't think we've got into any fights with them. The goblins... The Goblin King doesn't like them, but there was some controversy about one of the Goblin Dukes has just kind of opened doors to the old lizard man area, to his automatons. So there's something going on. Yeah, sorry, I've not got much in the way of information on him.
More than me.
Enough to identify what it probably is. Sure. Yeah. Let's keep on just on guard, but not pulling any triggers too quickly.
A little bit sneaky approaching, but Marianos will, very willingly throw up a hand and say, Ave.
Sure. You show up a sign of pieces thing as it's at the bottom of the stairs, and it's trying to figure out and ascertain who or what is coming down the stairs. As you greet it, it will slow down and land on sort of the side of the main column of the spiral staircase is sort of coming down, waiting for you all. It excitedly flutters its wings. It does not retract its spiky little blade tail as a defensive caution, but its grand construct, glistening eyes are also like widely anticipating your direction.
Okay. Greetings, device. Can you communicate with us?
Clicky, 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 clicky. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Could be it must
Its
communicate
tail.
through dance.
Its tail. yeah, exactly. It shimmers, right, like a bee to communicate in the hive. No. Instead, you see that its blade-like tail switches to a needle and shimmies. Flicker, flicker.
Are you trying to give us directions? Flutter your wings if the answer is yes.
No flutter.
Does it seem to be preventing us from going down more?
No, it's not. It's not impeding or imposing either way. But instead, it taps the needle tail on where it is, making a little like ting ting, and gestures to you, pointing both at both of you with the needle tail, ting ting.
It wants to stick us with that.
Oh. Do you want to stick us? Do you want to jab us with that needle? Flutter your wings for yes?
Flutter, 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 flutter.
Do you have something to offer in exchange for our blood?
Flutter,
Flutter if
flutter.
yes.
Flutter, 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 flutter. The most fluttering you've seen, most enthusiastic of flutterings.
Yeah, all right. I'll stick up my thumb.
Okay.
Or I guess my palm, or like I'll let it direct me to a vein.
Yeah. Okay. It will collect what could be described as a sample amount of your blood.
I see nothing wrong with this. I await the shower of golden gems, etc.
The needle retracts inside of it when it's done, and you can hear it sort of like sanitizing itself and then coming back. Ting ting to Harrenby.
Okay.
The the thorax, I don't know what you would call like the back part of a dragonfly. It's like, but you can see like the color has just definitely changed to maybe a more maroony, sanguine shade.
Once you have taken your samples, will you take us to where we might receive our payment?
As you finish that question, the dragon fly will produce a voice out of nothing, rather than buzzing, and you hear a brief bit of like microphone feedback, and then you hear a hello. Yes, you there?
Yes, we are here.
Oh, good. By the 17. This is Kerbog Khan. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking to?
We are members of the Vulgaris company. I am Heavenby.
Perfect. Most perfect. Most perfect.
Arianos.
73 here seems has collected one sample, but there are two of you.
Yes. I had a few questions of it.
Sensors read 4. Questions. Please.
There are 4 of us.
Ask away. I am delighted to finally talk to you all.
What
Well, I
is? Yeah.
suppose the first question would be, what are these samples for?
Yeah. Truth, veracity, magic.
Fair enough.
I do not commit violence, but I trade in information, and that keeps me safe. But I bind my information with blood. Is that sufficient?
That makes sense. Are
It is.
you... Sorry, on you go,
Oh,
Meg.
Yeah.
it is. It is my blood that you have, Khan. What information might I receive in this exchange?
You have the treasure of asking Karbog Khan anything you want. I would love to advise in every way I can. I've been here for a very long time. I know the ins and outs of many courts here, know many secrets, but desire even more. Vulgarians have
My
been,
friend, if you'll
yeah.
permit us a sidebar really quick.
For sure. He will sing praises of your all's accomplishments. He lists off a very impressive resume of all of the major actions with the assisting of the king.
This
Indeed, it does sound
feels
like
outside of
well
my pay grade. Perhaps, what question might be of use to the company as a whole?
I suppose we seek to make some inroads with the in the Vavrimani court.
Ah, yes.
The,
Raboka's court.
Yes. We do not warrant notice from the Thane.
Indeed.
But we wish to change that situation.
Mm.
We have members down there, hoping that they will gain an audience, but perhaps some guidance on how that could be achieved.
I can point you to my own confidants in such an area, ones who have the ear to the king himself. Is that sufficient?
These confidants open to working with others, or are they?
They trust me.
Like, is that accessible? Okay.
And if I tell them to trust you, you shall have it.
Solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm afraid I have caught you at a disadvantage that is very visible from not just my sensors. I see you do not know much of my accolades, but I know many of yours. I am the counterbalance, some would say, to the sun-scarred knights. I am the water that flows between all of the great realms of Arden. The knights possess strength of arms, physical counsel, direct political action. I, on the other hand, operate in the dark. I provide deniability, truth. I operate where many refuse to. And in exploiting that niche, I have grown from surviving to thriving, as you've seen many of my creations.
Undeniable.
Now, may I have a sample
Very
of
well.
your hemometrics?
I'm going to assume that's fancy wizard talk for blood. Here you go.
Indeed. Right. Ting ting. Excellent. Now, will you indulge me with a few questions of my own?
Yes, I
Yes.
think an exchange of questions.
What are your plans here in Arden? I would like to offer you a suite of ways I can help enable that, but I'm afraid I don't know what your end goal is. You want a safe place, perhaps? If I may be so bold.
Indeed, this is a dangerous realm. A place of safety down below is a priority for us.
Very well. I can offer you my counsels in the Court of the Trolls. I will take a little bit of time for me to somehow discover free real estate to provide to you. But it can be arranged, I assure you. But there's one more question I require. My reach does not go to the surface. I can't help but know that the 8th Collegium has abandoned almost all of their efforts here in Arden, at least below the surface. I hear they have allied with a dragon up there. What can you tell me?
I can tell you exactly why they have done that. For it was off the actions of myself and some of my companions that this has come about.
Hmm.
But that information is perhaps a little more valuable.
Hmm.
Would an additional question from us?
Please.
Okay. Give me a moment to think about that question.
Of course. Take all the time you need.
Hmm. Just trying to think what our other priorities are without greedily saying how can I get the golden throne, which is
I mean, can
really
we
my priority.
probe its hide weaknesses?
Yeah, I think that's probably
This
the
seems
best.
it seems like an espionage angle, right? He seems spy master-esque. I think
Yeah.
information regarding internal tensions, ways to break them internally, I think would be, or even back channels to infiltrate.
Yeah.
Seems like something within his realm.
Okay. My question is what Meg said.
Perfect. Yes. Well, I can tell you quite a lot about the Cult of Set. I can tell you that they still have not figured out the third mystery of Set, but more importantly, I can tell you what is destabilizing them, in addition to your efforts. There is an ongoing feud between two parts that make up the whole of the Forum of Set. That is, of course, the Cult and the Guild. Now, the Guild of Service, they seek more representation. They wish to control the whole thing. Especially after your antics destroyed a lot of the luster of the forums. It has unfortunately put the priesthood of the cult on the back foot, allowing the Guild of Service even more stage time. Now, these are politics and not realities, but with a choice word here, a unreplied missive there, things could escalate. I think you would find the Guild of Service more amenable, or at the very least, have their hands full, and then have no interest in pursuing you as a target. As long as you don't mind that everything that they capture will be sold as a slave, of course.
Hmm. Can you tell us who controls the guild? Who's its leader?
That is a very curious question. I would say that their leadership changes. It's very fluid. And I don't mean that to be wily. I mean that its true ruler is not who it appears. For they can appear however they want to be.
Some
Of course.
kind of shapeshifter?
Indeed. The ones that can take on the guises of all humanoids and even read their thoughts.
Oh,
Doppelgangers.
Doppelganger, yeah.
Indeed, you have heard of them.
Dwarf
Banes.
Dwarven friends, yes.
Indeed. Some of them are here. They've taken to the guild service, which makes them so efficient at capturing adventurers like yourselves. But since you have evaded them for so long...
Has this creature a name?
It changes
Or
its
at least
name.
in the like the form that it takes as leader.
Yeah. I believe its last current name is Jisco Grey Eyes. But
Are the priests aware that they are doppelgangers? Or is that something that you have weaseled out of them?
consider it a little secret amongst friends. I mean, as bards, you don't detect any truth, like double dealing here. He's being very honest, but you do directly understand that this is true. He has not told them, and he's sharing this personally to build up more of a rapport with you all, so that you would trust him.
Yeah. Okay.
When I first met your kind, around the what you would call the Beastmen entrance into Arden, I said I would find you later. And we could talk then, and I needed you to survive. And that was hasty on my part. I misjudged you all. You are far more resourceful than I thought. I should have made contact sooner. For you move quickly, and you change many things.
Indeed.
Cool.
And we are always keen to recognize our friends who help us in that.
Thanks.
And we appreciate the friendship that you have shown to us.
I've heard how generous you've been to the King of the Goblins, despite of me not being able to be directly there.
No. Oh, I'm sure that doesn't hinder your information gathering.
No. Oh, no. But, of course, if you should ever find things like Arcanum or Rudusheva technologies, I'd be very interested. But I would understand if you need them for the trolls. The Veramani are also very covetous of such tools.
Well, we shall bear that in mind. I have no doubt that we shall have need of more information in the future.
Oh, yes.
And
Have you done any battles with the Heketi?
no living ones at any rate.
Excellent. No. Well, I believe I've taken up enough of your time on this staircase.
I believe I still owe you the answer to the question about what the Priskians? Fortians?
Ah, yes.
are up to.
Yes. That's the Priskins.
The Priskins. Their interest in the estate lies in who the estate once belonged to. A woman by the name of Isadora.
He finishes your sentence as soon as you say a woman. Isadora. Oh dear. Oh, 17. Buzz. Forgive me. I need to ruminate. And he's going to leave. Arden Vol is going to change very quickly. Which is very good we made contact.
Marius would like to interject here, actually, because
Yeah.
it seems like he's going to fly away.
Yeah.
How may we make contact with you again?
Yeah. Find one of my children about. Be the easiest. You
Is
can
there
also, you can
a route or a pattern?
It's more of like a random encounter thing. But
Gotcha.
you can find me in the anytime around the arena. You can find me anytime around the Inn of the Lost. Occasionally you will find one of my kind around the troll lifts. But definitely in the court of the troll thane. I almost always have at least a few of my creations there.
Perfect. And, though of course there is no lack of trust, it seems that you have been more than gracious in this introduction. Can we get the name of those courtiers in the court of the troll thing, just so that we're prepared?
Yes. All right, and let me get you the name of it later when I look it up.
For sure. I had a feeling.
His name's like, I don't want to give you the wrong name. It's like Riga or something like that. I'll find it. It's the...
We know
but, dramatic irony, it's the guy who brokered the deal about... Oh, which didn't even come up in this conversation with the assassin who's hunting you all.
Oh, I forgot about that.
That's fine. It's fine.
I was thinking that might be a useful one to ask about, but it'll be.
Oh, not my problem.
Yeah.
That's in smashing.
They'd go after the guys who have levels.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, well, thank you, Kerbal Khan.
Thank you.
Right.
Yeah, totally.
I at least see this as the beginning of a very fruitful relationship.
Yeah, they hope that. Okay. Where do we want to go? Oh, sorry, I found the name. It's Lishna.
Lishna?
Yeah. Lishna.
Wonderful. And this gives us the opportunity to make contact if we want.
Yeah. We can get that information across to the guys who are there on downtime and whatnot.
Indeed.
Okay.
All right. Now I want to poke at the estate, but
I'm sorry. I'm silly. I gave you the wrong courier.
Oh.
Lishna is the person you should definitely not talk to. So I'm really sorry. Do not talk to Lishna. Lishna is not a good person to talk to in court. I'm so sorry. The person you want to talk to is actually Yogg.
IOG.
Yes. How did you know? Yeah. Yogg is
Rhymes with
famous. Yeah,
dog?
yeah. Yogg, sorry. Yogg is genial and famous for recovering a bunch of old technology, Radushiva technology, which is probably why he's also friends with Karbolg.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. With all that useful information about the Setites, I feel like that is more useful than just going and looking at the cave. So I would be okay with us just skipping that.
Okay. I do
And
kind of want to play with statues.
yeah, let's go play with statues. That sounds good.
Perfect.
Okay. Right.
Okay. Statue time. Statue time. Statue time.
Yeah. That the dust
All right.
the dust monster still exists.
So
No one's killed it yet.
yeah, there is a broken door here that lets you get into a room that is labeled a room that leads to another room that leads to what's labeled flesh eating dust elemental. I don't know. That's the path you were going to go to, or were you going to go around somehow, or it's a general passage?
Probably a loop around. I yeah. No one has any magic weapons for fighting an elemental,
Um,
unless you have one.
well,
Or you have
certainly not. um,
Excuse me.
but I do have like a water skin if it's dust. We could like water gun it.
Some people tried rolling a whole barrel of oil in and setting the whole room on fire, and that did not seem to.
Well, it's dust.
We could, if you want to give it a try, we can give it a try.
I'd love to run through and then from the other side try it.
One thing that did work was I was able to settle it using the bardic fascinate. So that is an option. We could try and fascinate it and then soak it. And if we fail to fascinate it, run away.
Yeah. Let's do that. I think that's a good idea. Well, is there... Like, if we go to the other side, right, is that then locking us off from escaping?
No, because we can still. So this area connects. This used to be blocked by rubble, but it looks like someone's cleared it. And then we can head down, and we can get to Goblin Town by that route. So we're not locking ourselves off.
Okay. Let's do that. Worth a shot.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's give it a go. We're gonna go and face Dusty.
Okay.
And sorry, just because I haven't been here, in the what we have is room 15 with the dead halfling. Those murals. What do they look like? I just feel like if we're messing with statues of Thoth, we should know how he's depicted elsewhere.
Very prudent. Give me 1 second to get that open. But there is something else that happens as you guys are, as both of you, or the four of you, proceed to go into this room. It would be Aram who hears, who's the only one of the group who hears something. They definitely hear something like a ring, or they heard a footstep or like rocks move somewhere behind you.
Okay.
So like as you pass through this one-way door or whatever, he's like, wait a second, I think I hear something.
Okay.
What do you want to do? Can't be good.
And because we've passed through the one-way illusory wall, we can no longer see the staircase.
Correct.
Okay.
Have to put your trust in it.
But can we still get to the staircase?
Mhm.
Okay. So it's not like a solid we can't get back because we see a wall.
No, it's not like a Pygmalion matter. You can
Gotcha.
you know it's an illusion, therefore you can go through it.
Heavenbeat is wearing the set mask that gives him heightened senses to avoid surprise. Just
Oh yeah.
in case that comes up.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
All
right.
Okay, but
what's the marching order and light audit situation?
I think the thief
yeah,
is probably first.
I'm happy to go second as the designated tank. As the only person with more than one hit dice.
What's your armor class?
It is 17.
Okay. Yes. Okay, then the wizard can go third and I will go last.
Okay.
Have my shield up.
Yeah.
Be looking behind me.
I know. I feel like Harenby is just sweating under his mask about what could possibly be causing such a concern.
100%.
I'm sweating and I don't have a mask.
Aram's like, what?
After the description
Is it the
of
cube?
this guy, no, it's worse.
Worse.
I'm tempted to like unstick this this one-way door and slam it shut behind us to buy us some more time.
Mm-hmm.
But that does mean that we have to go through the dust room.
Well, we're going to the dust room anyway.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think I will. If I'm in the back, I can unstick it.
You all hold your breath for a moment as you hear tapping on the spiked door to the west, and then nothing. Proceed.
Okay, let's move quickly and quietly.
Yeah. No, one-way door no longer pried open.
Okay. Oh, spent a lot of time hanging out with Kerbolg there. Okay.
I would say worthwhile.
Yeah. Right. Let's have a peek into this room. Make sure it's still clear.
Mm-hmm. It's not trapped or anything like that. Arlen will look it over, and now we have some questions about the decorations and stuff I need to get back to you about. Okay, so this antechamber has brilliant frescoes of Thoth. Oh, great, they're not labeled. So I will propose that it is mostly Thoth in baboon form. The other ones are about. So one of the sides of the mural is in baboon form. The other ones are showing that a man basically forming the sun. And in that mural, so that'll be like the one wall is the baboons, and the other wall, like the southern wall here, has a man basically forming a sun, saying in Mithric underneath it. I assume you all can read Mithric. Let
Indeed.
Thoth illuminate my ignorance.
Okay. And does it look like something like repeatable? Like I should then do that same pose and say that same thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's your right hand. Sorry, the pose is specific, and it's your right hand is out, and your left hand is to your side.
I do that. Or I'll do that and say it in Mithric.
Nice. Cool. Your eyes begin to glow gold, to the amazement of everyone else, Marianos, and you can see without a torch.
Okay. And sorry, the pose is again right hand out, left hand at your side.
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, perfect. With the dark vision, I'll just call it. Do we want
sorry.
me to like?
Sorry, I know you're taking notes, Meg, and I flipped the dang hands. It's left hand.
Gotcha.
Left hand is parallel to the floor, and the right hand is to your side.
Thank you.
Like a half mummy.
Gotcha. And still Egyptian, right? Because it's like perpendicular. Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Do we think it's worthwhile to stick ahead and look in the darkness into the flesh, into the dust room, or do we think it's just gonna animate anyway and we should just run?
I think maybe just run.
You?
Yeah, I don't imagine it relies on a light to see.
Yeah. Okay. Shall we just swing it open and dash?
Yeah, let's give it a go.
Okay. And off you go.
Okay. Door open.
Yep. You can run through the sandy, dusty floors, no problem.
Does it?
Yeah, it's
start to rise up?
It's starting to rise up and shift and swirl. If you don't get out of here.
Okay. Yeah, we're just
at the like southeastern corridor, right? Like basically when I'm out of the room, would it be possible for me to turn around and like squirt gun with the water skin just to see if it does anything to the form attempting to rise?
Totally. So there's like a minor dusty cyclone that's beginning to form, almost like a zephyr. Yeah, you spray it and it doesn't do anything.
Good to know.
Okay. This door.
And then I'll get out of there.
Yeah. This door is locked, but it's I guess it's locked from your side. So, but I guess you need a key to unlock it, anyways.
Or a thief?
Yeah, or a thief could pick it. This is probably one of the things where the thief should probably roll rather than take the time.
Sure.
And our thief shall indeed do so.
Okay.
When I find the sheet.
This will be a target number 12.
Okay. D20 plus Dex?
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's worth using luck.
You can declare luck after the fact.
Yeah,
okay.
see the result first.
Well, then I won't use it. He got a 15.
Success. All right. In one swoop, Erlen gets there and quickly in the same turn gets the door open as the next person, I guess, would be you, Marianos, who's right behind them, just without stopping, and go through the door. But then you also have to probably immediately skid to a halt as you see a cliff, because the door opens to a small little nib of ledge before falling to impossible depths.
Fine.
Right. All carefully shuffle out and shut this door behind us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Marianos will come out of
Yeah,
it.
we close
and
the
then
door.
he's actually going to just very quickly...
The door automatically locks, by the way, so it's locked behind you now.
Okay. He's just going to very quickly poke his head around the corner to the south, just to
Yeah.
see with the dark vision if anything is going on there.
Yeah. All right. So, two things are going on. Starters, yes. You can see that there are a cadre of goblins that are sitting in. I guess you could probably see it with your your vision being what it is. They're in where it says former halfling territory, like at this intersection down here. You can see there's a cadre of goblins that are not looking up towards you, but they're gambling. It's probably the best way to put it, over some dice.
That's happening in what we have as room 17?
No, between 17 and 19, like in the intersection.
Oh, in the corner, gotcha. Or the crossroads, gotcha.
Yeah. Probably more like you're hearing them cheering and betting, like, come on, 6.
Yeah.
Never fail 6. And like, just roll a 6.
And then it fails.
Yeah. I think it's a game called Desperate Great. Or Risky Standard is probably the name of the game. Okay.
Gotcha.
But
Well, one more question.
for sure.
When we're looking to the north, do we see spiderwebs still?
Oh, you absolutely do.
Okay.
Can
Can I see spiders?
Yes, you actually can. These are spiders the size of Herrenby. One of them is currently cocooning something. Something humanoid in shape. But it's what you're watching it as it's hunched over and, raking in the unfortunate soul. It's like 90% done, so the make and model of its food is unclear.
Sure.
Did they seem content to sit on their web, or is the light causing them to scuttle menacingly?
That one is content, but there's more. And that's kind of the problem.
Okay.
So, two smaller spiders compared to this big one. So these are just maybe like dog-sized spiders. Are hungrily looking at you all. They haven't made any move yet, but they're definitely aware of you. They're definitely going to... I think we should go to initiative. Is actually what I think we should do.
Gotcha.
Okay.
11 for me. Nice. Okay. Yes. Two hungry spiders are currently over the ledge, like upside down on the ceiling, in their webbings. So the firmament of their silken ceilings there that crosses the chasm.
What? Like, do these spiderwebs seem flammable in any sense?
Most things seem flammable.
I suppose the question would be flammable with a torch, as like versus an oil flask.
The webbings do not reach you from where you're at.
Gotcha.
Yeah, there's a good 20 feet, 30 feet hypotenuse angle. I don't know, some kind of
Gotcha.
25 route 2 distance kind of shenanigans going on between you and them. But it's definitely tense.
In which case, if we can tell that they're, going to approach us, then I think it might just be a hit one with a sling and hope to knock it into the chasm moment.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, then I will do that.
Yeah, try.
Which is, well, I'll throw the rock. We'll see if it hits. No, it does not.
Hmm.
And is shimmying along the ledge, like, past my companions possible?
Yeah. Yeah, of course. I would allow that.
Okay. I would like to shimmy into this southern corridor.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
And, sorry, one last thing. Does
For sure.
my dark vision, notice any more spiders that are coming to our attention, or is it just these two?
Just these two.
That are coming to attack us. Okay.
Yeah. They are, yeah.
Okay, that's me.
Erwan as well. You can.
Oh, that's right. Yes. So just hirelings go with you then?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Then Arlen will short bow.
Spooters, go ahead.
Indeed. A 10.
10 is insufficient.
All right. Then we'll, just not get to the edge of the chasm. Heavenby, are you ranged?
No. I dispensed with my crossbow at some point.
Okay.
But I do have a big old heap of scrolls. And I'm
Sure.
toying with the idea of just fireballing them.
Oh, that would be... I actually think you should do that.
Yeah.
Aim for the webs, too.
Yeah. I might see if Aram can sleep them first. So if he can knock them out and save the fireball scroll, that would be preferred. But
okay.
if they're too high a level for that, or
yeah, it's one of those things where I can't tell you.
Yeah, no, I'm not expecting that. Yeah, he's just gonna try to put them to sleep, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, then it's fine.
You learn something, yeah. Okay.
I think that's you actually, because my guys are done.
Yeah. All right. Sleep time. First move.
Successfully cast.
Bam. Sleepy dust all over the webs. No avail.
Okay. He will move back towards this corridor. Also.
Yeah. Outside of fireball range.
Yeah, I will launch a fireball up there.
Yeah, Herrenby. First spell. This is your first spell?
No, I've done one other spell.
Right. Okay.
Command. Was it command? Something to make a guard run out of tower.
Yeah. Right. Oh wow. Okay. No luck. You have luck?
I rolled bad on my luck. I couldn't give it to him.
Luck. Yeah.
Oh no. The scroll is consumed.
Yep.
Well. On my turn, the spiders retreat into their webs. And the fight is over.
Oh really?
Yep, they are not interested.
Oh well.
Which is why I wanted to go initiative first, because I wanted to see what you would do first.
Yeah.
React. Okay.
I do stand by that fireball just to get them out of the way was.
Oh yeah, that
still
would
a
have
good
been
play.
sick. That would have been awesome.
Yeah.
You have
So
such a
they're
pro-
retreating
line.
back into that little crevasse where they are, right? Into the webs.
Sorry, what about crevasse?
They're retreating back to that northwestern.
Yeah, they're out of sight now. Like it's just webs between you and them, right?
Okay,
Like there's no visual contact with them in there.
gotcha.
They don't want to deal with you.
And
They thought about it and then they decided no.
fair. And is there but there is like further, like I guess my question would be, since I can see
Yeah.
this western wall, does it like go back and does it very much narrow, or is it still fairly, like what's the shape of the cavern here, I guess?
Sure. It's definitely closing in, like it's narrowing. The space between Dave Matthews Band, The Wicked Lies. No, it's about maybe like 10 feet or so. And yeah, you would assume that the chasm closes no more than 30 or 40 feet from where Erlen is standing.
Okay.
And there's you can't know for sure because it just looks like white, it's just all webs back there.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I guess we should do the look up, look down. Is there anything else?
Yeah, so this chasm, I kind of just alluded to it, but it's certainly not a quiet place. You can hear the hoops and hollers and flutters of various bats, birds, and cephalopods. Flickering around, the rumbling of plants. And even if you look down hard enough, you can even see somewhere in the chasm, like hundreds and hundreds of feet down, you can see like these little floating little dots. And some of them are even moving slowly up and down, and those are the troll lifts.
Does my dark vision have a range?
Yeah. But these are like extra. These are any lights anyone can see down there.
Sure. Can I determine what the range of my dark vision is?
Yeah, it's lantern light, so it's like 60 feet or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's like your eyes are lanterns.
Gotcha.
Blessed by Thoth. Like a non-war criming cyclops. just a warm glow from your eyes. I told you, yeah, your eyes are glowing, right? Like a golden glow? Is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, if you
Yeah.
mentioned it, I wasn't sure
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
much of a glow.
Oh, sorry. No, it's like a lantern. It's like a bullseye lantern light. Like your eyes
Okay.
are like a searchlight now, in which lets you see in the dark. Does that make sense?
So it's not that I can see just in the dark, it's that my eyes are lights.
Yeah, you're like a cyclops.
Okay.
Yeah. So like when they close your eyes, they do that. Sorry. Okay.
Very different visual.
Fair. All right. Sorry. I guess it was like it's one of those things where it's like so clear in my head I just literally didn't even describe
Gotcha,
it.
yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Well, no, this is why I was
Okay.
like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be so stealthy peeking around the corner.
Oh yeah, no. You're just doing this
Opposite
big
of
beam.
that. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a stealthy as a lighthouse.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, there's a big old stone bridge going across to the other side.
Just in case it is at all rickety, I'm going to try and inspire and get some more luck tokens.
For sure. It is not rickety. However, you don't want to fight on it.
How bad?
That would fighting on this bridge would almost certainly bring a dexterity check to fall to your doom for any party.
Yeah.
Right? It's 5 feet wide. That being said, crossing it, even running away from like a monster or whatever, you're safe. Now, if you were like blinded or something like that, of course, we'd have to talk about it. But like, you can be reasonably sure that you can cross this and not super pressured or that kind of stuff.
Okay. Meg, you didn't use your luck token, did you?
Oh,
I did not.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
None of my guys have used a luck token.
no, yeah.
Oh no, yeah, he didn't. Okay, well then it was. Yeah, I had it in my head that he'd used it, but it wasn't required for that door. Okay, well then it's just me. I've locked myself. I wish I'd done that before. Never mind.
All right, then before you proceed, the goblins who are gambling will pause their game and give you a shout from below. Say, "Hey, Vulgarians."
Hey, goblins.
Hey, you know if you're going up there, did you hear about the new regulations from the king? Oh, I have an edict right here. And he's clearly holding a piece of paper.
Sorry, we can't hear you. You're too far away.
Yeah.
Let's go.
No, come on. Yeah. Look, you owe us money to be here.
Sorry, we can't hear you. You're too far away. Get across the bridge, guys. Come on, let's go.
Scurry.
Yeah, Herrenby is absolutely going to start heading across the bridge.
Yeah.
Ignoring the goblins.
Okay. That's awesome. Yeah. Scooby-Doo run. Woo, 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 woo. Skedaddle. Yeah.
Sorry, guys. We'll see you later.
I want to talk, but you're talk to you about your car insurance. As you guys go. Okay. Yeah. You will not fall for his money-making scheme this time.
No.
This is Food Swiper. Every time he has a new scheme, trying to get you to pay money. Yeah. And they get more and more inventive.
I mean, literally everyone in this dungeon has some scheme to get money out of us, except Kerbal Khan, who has this.
He got blood, which is honestly. Yeah.
And this is why he's my favorite. At least he's honest.
Awesome. Okay. So in this room there is a squat there's a almost like a, I think it's 10 feet, 9 feet tall statue of a squatting baboon with their hands on its knees. Clearly it's the same kind of symbol of baboon that you've seen in the other fresco room. The dead halfling labeled. In addition, all around the walls in this corner room have a bunch of like magical trigonometry kind of symbols. You're think of like your Fibonacci's, your crescent moons, tarot card kind of looking vibes. It's weird to call it like hermetic magic because hermetic is actually, Mercury or whatever, and Hermes is derived from Thoth, from like the Greek time, but so it's like weird to say it's Thothian magic, but it's all the same. It's assume like magic milieu that we would kind of think of as like kind of tarot star, Fibonacci perfect ratios kind of stuff, right? Similarly, there are a couple other large murals pointing out, like there's the one with a single blue eye, there's a baboon clubbing a crocodile, there's a crescent moon shining on an ibis that's rampant, so like facing to your right profile side, like you'd see her like on a shield.
Okay. Sorry.
The doors are all magically locked.
I see.
Aaron will tell you.
And Henry, you've been here before, right? And you've messed with the statue?
Came here very briefly. There are 2 other similar statues down in the main chamber and nearby it, which we discovered if all 3 have the right arm down and the left arm pointing forward, opened a secret chamber underneath the main entry room statue.
And what was in that?
Literal mountains of coins.
Oh. Well.
So yes, so Herrenby is quite excited about what might be behind these doors. Although right arm forward does not sound like a good time. So maybe something
I'm
else.
forward left hand. Outside.
So
I can help you out. There are 3 positions that the arms can be on in the statue, which I think is what you're going to ask, Steve.
yeah.
Yeah. So there's resting space on knee, right? So one position could be for each arm. So each arm is independent. But each of these arms can be in one of 3 positions. And starting position or like rest position is both arms on knee. Each position, the next position could be raised, and then the last position could be eyes. So the arm can be just like pointed straight up, or it can be like kind of tilted to the head at the eyes.
Right. Sorry. Before we get too into this, okay, if I just take a 2-minute break.
Yeah, let's take a quick break. It's a good time.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
Also, one thing, and maybe this isn't in the recording. The torch goes out, so I'm going to light a new one.
Oh yeah, perfect time. Yeah, it's good. Okay. All right.
I was saying this just before you left, Steve, but torch just went out.
Oh, yeah, I just
Let's
caught
have the
me
wizard.
end of that.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is the statue of Thoth. It is a 15-foot tall image of Thoth with a baboon head. The Thoth is this is the one who sits on the scales, which a soul is weighed against the feather of that. I didn't know that. So they are the metric of what is a good life, I guess. Okay.
And so again, the arms are independent, and it's either down, up, or what was the third one again? Or like parallel, I mean.
Yeah. Knee, raised, or eyes.
Okay.
Yeah, the arms are bowed.
Gotcha. And we've tried left hand parallel to floor, right at side, and that's what opens the secret door.
Yeah. Think about it this way, like, so the eyes part is like see no, like kind of like at the end of the result would be like see no evil, kind of monkey kind of thing.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Oh, I see. And then, Steve, you had mentioned that you had also opened, and one of these doors had opened, right? With a guy?
So
Yeah, just a guy.
Well, I imagine he's more than a guy.
So just going from the notes here.
Oh, that was off my screen. I completely didn't see it.
Oh. Yeah. Crescent moon concealed. So there are 3. Is this? Am I reading this right? There's 3 obvious doors and 3 concealed doors.
Right.
So it's.
Yeah.
I'm.
The 2 brothers to Isildur.
Like, you have to deal with the guardian behind the concealed door to open the main door, or it's if you get the combination wrong, you get the wrong door. How many combinations would there be? So down does nothing.
There would be, I think, 9.
Yeah.
Okay, and so the concealed doors are behind murals.
The murals are the concealed doors, yeah.
I see. Okay. And which door did the powerful Thothian guardian come out of? Oh, I guess you said you weren't here, is that right?
I wasn't here, but this one says crescent moon shining on a crescent moon, and it says crescent moon concealed door. So I'm guessing.
Yes. Okay. So the north one.
Yeah.
Told you all would get a history degree playing this game. Look at this
Yeah.
inferentials.
Okay,
So
Eric, I'm going to ask you a question.
Mhm.
Which hand is the baboon clubbing a crocodile holding the club in?
That is the left hand.
Okay. The left hand raised. Is the right hand doing anything in the mural?
No.
See, would you say it's at its side?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Well, okay, then that's the secret door in number 1.
we need a little like logic table.
I know. Well, here, that's easy to do on Miro, surely.
Yeah. Or maybe not.
Um,
Not bad.
can I just make a table in my character sheet?
Yes, that's probably the simplest thing to do.
Okay.
I just made a table if you can see it.
Oh, yes.
I don't know if this is helpful.
Oh,
Left. Right.
Oh yeah. You probably want this to go down like this, right? You want probably more this way.
Yeah, probably. Probably 2 wide and then 9, I guess 10.
Do you all have
Tall.
control? You all have control over it? Like, do you see the plus signs when you select it?
oh yeah. Yeah.
All right, yeah, go ahead and design as you see fit.
Yeah, down, raised, I, and then. Exactly.
Yes. Look at that.
Okay, I think this is all our current knowledge.
I think that's epistemologically true.
Eric, I have one more question.
Have at it.
Besides the fact that it is a single blue eye on the southeastern mural, is there anything distinct about it?
No. Just a
Okay.
big old eye.
And what do the eyes of the statue of Thoth look like? Are they gems?
Oh, these are not gems. That's a really good point.
Okay.
These are painted on.
Are they blue?
Let's see.
And the reason I ask this is
His
because my
eyes are
thought is...
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Well, my thought is... Yeah.
maybe. His eyes are stone and painted in a lifelike manner.
Okay.
So no, they're not blue. I would probably assume they're black.
Okay. The reason I ask is because it seems as though the baboon clubbing a crocodile is telling us the position to do something good, right? And so it'd be curious if we put both of, for example, both of the eyes being covered because of the eye, and if they were blue or something, maybe that'd be something good also. Or like one of them.
Maybe, well, yeah, single blue eye, so cover one eye.
Yeah. Let's... Okay, so... I'll try. Since left arm moving before was good, let's try left arm eyes, leaving the right arm in the down position. And everyone else can like run away or get far away. And maybe because I'm, I don't know, Thoth, lamplight eyes, it'll be better or something. Maybe it won't immediately kill me. But yeah, so are you good with that, Parent B?
Yep.
Okay, then I'm going to try left to the eyes, leaving the right in the default position.
Okay. The first thing that happens, and probably the only thing that you all see, is you hear the grinding of stone as the statue sort of sets, and then there's sort of a popping sound, and none of you can see anything. You can't even see your golden eyes through this.
Oh.
Everyone cannot see anything.
Okay.
Dear.
There's no sign of a torch, nothing. There was just sort of like a woof.
Masks heightened senses. Any?
Yeah.
Can I hear anything?
Yes, you hear the sounds of whatever this did. You think the spiders that were lying in wait are like, ooh, sounds like a good time.
Okay.
Yeah, to be clear, you cannot see the hand out in front of you.
Okay.
Yeah, magical.
So either... Oh, I was thinking it just made us blind.
Oh. Yeah, could be that too.
Well, to test this theory, maybe we can... Maybe I should, because I know that I'm in line with the wall and not the chasm. Maybe I can just walk south?
Yeah, I think Heron B's going to try and find a wall.
Yeah, your hand, when your hand touches the wall. Yeah, Marianos, you wanna walk straight down?
I'm gonna go east until I find the wall, and then I'm gonna go south.
Okay, this is probably one of the scariest things you've ever done.
I know. There's a chasm right there.
Yeah. Yeah. Put one foot out in front of the other, and you'll make it to the wall.
Okay. The southern wall.
Yeah, you still can't see anything.
Okay.
Oh. Cat. My wife has delivered me a cat.
Oh, lovely.
Okay. So.
Okay. I'm gonna call quietly to Erlen and Avram to come towards me. So we can kind of group up rather than someone gets snatched by spiders.
Should all hold hands?
Yeah, follow my voice kind of thing.
Yeah.
Does anyone have rope? We could make a toddler train of ourselves.
Yes, I do have a rope.
I suppose the more noble thing is to call it a climbing chain.
You hear the sounds, Harenby, of web deploying. in your heightened awareness.
I feel like that there must have been something visual. If we'd just gone blind, there would be no cue for the spiders
Yeah.
to come at us.
I think then darkness makes sense.
Yeah. Do you think changing the statue might remove the darkness?
It seems as though, from our limited pool of knowledge, that, if one position is bad, then the opposite of that is good.
Mm-hmm.
So theoretically, we could go right arm to the eye, then basically just swap the arms.
Yeah.
And that either, well, hopefully I'm projecting, maybe that opens a door and we can run, or it'll make it go away.
Okay. I will feel my way to the statue.
Yeah.
And
what's Erlin and Aram doing?
I'm gonna tell them, hold on to, put your hand on my shoulder and follow me. And
I think they should come to me because I'm farther away from the spiders.
No, they insist that you come to them.
I can have them shove them
Yeah.
past me, so that
and then follow follow the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll follow the wall that way.
I'll stop at the statue and start manipulating it while they make their way.
Okay.
Down.
So you're taking the what? Can you tell me what you're doing? Switching, reversing the.
I will take. Yeah, so I will take the left hand back down to the rest position.
Yeah.
And raise the right hand to the eye position.
Okay. You're doing this while very conscious that you can hear the sounds of two spiders spinning webs, somewhere where you can't see in the distance. No one else can hear it. Only you. But then there's
I'll whisper to the hirelings.
Do you want to tell them? That's even worse.
No, I don't think so. I think we just say, hey, it's okay, come to me.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm moralizing your game here. Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll just do that. Hairs on the back of my neck, prickling like crazy.
Okay. All right. As you switch the arms to the statue, you still can't see anything, but everyone here can hear something. And in fact, on your back, the hairs on the back of your neck do whoosh as a loud grating sound occurs. As you hear stone grinding and locks, you get a smell of sand and stale air rush across your back, Harambe.
Okay.
You can't see anything.
Okay. I will announce quietly that the door behind me is opened. I am going to see if I can get out of this darkness. And then, reach back to the wall, follow it along, and
you can, as soon as you cross that threshold, you can see your hand, just barely through the dimness of just not complete darkness.
Okay. Okay.
You can't see anything behind you. You see the threshold of barely when I put my right in front of your face hand, you can oh, there is something there, and then when you put it forward, there's nothing. So yes.
Okay. I'll call to them. Follow the wall. The door is open. We can. The darkness ends here, and then I'm gonna get my lantern lit.
Okay, that will be a survival check in the dark.
Okay.
The wisdom, DC 10.
Wisdom.
Well, can we, instead of doing that, can we just skedaddle, since we have the wall, right? And there's not really anything hindering our passage unless we hit a spider. Can we just sort of quickly head up the eastern wall and then to the west?
Yeah, definitely.
I got 0. I don't know.
Yeah,
broken
I think I think in the oh, you got a 0. Holy crap. Okay, that's not really good. Yeah, that's not good at all. Yeah, if you yeah, the way I did with the pickaxe is if you fail again, it will be destroyed. It's damaged.
I'm like,
Okay.
you know,
But
trying to pour the oil in
Right.
through
yeah.
like the glass, and it's just pouring.
It's too dark. Yeah. All right. The good news is that Meg, you're good to go. Marianos and everybody can make it up there in terms of the
Yeah, we'll
order
hold
of things.
hands. It's cute.
Yeah. Okay. It probably feels really good to be able to see your hand again. Like, can't imagine. What's the light audit? Who has a lit lantern or lit anything? Nobody?
The torch,
Avram-
and I have
Avram-
eyes.
Avram has
Oh, that's true. Oh my god. Oh yeah. So imagine, Harambe, you're trying to like get this lantern lit, and then all of a sudden, through the darkness, the first thing you see are these glowing cyclops. They just get merged out of the pool, and it's Marianas. It's the first one through. Oh, that's so cool. And then all of a sudden, boom, lantern eyes, revealing a chamber that is 20 by 40 long. So it's a long boy. So you're actually there's a little bit of a 10-foot foyer that you're all kind of like just push yourselves in, and then following that, it is a 20 by 40 square room. You're entering the bottom left corner of that 20 feet, and I will just begin to describe what you now see. There are let's see, there are 3 sarcophagi. They are ornately decorated. And then lastly, the mural behind them or to the left here shows priests who are kneeling at the feet of a chaired or throned baboon, whose left arm points forward, and his right hand at its side. There is on the floor, rather than Archangian work stone, there is just a very, very like trickle, like if you how much Parmesan you put on your spaghetti, of sand, covering the floor here.
Can I look at the ceiling to see if there's, is the ceiling disintegrating?
No, you don't see anything wrong with the ceiling.
In
Erlen,
the thief holster.
yeah, Erlen would point out and be like, that's a sand trap. Yep, right there. Yep. This place is rigged. This place is rigged to fill with sand. Oh, over there too. You see, you can mark there's about like 3 spots here that can fill up with sand.
Okay.
How
Are you
big
still
are the
hearing
openings?
spiders?
Okay, yeah, that's a more pertinent question. Am I still hearing spiders?
Yeah, you can still hear the weaving very distantly.
Okay, let's maybe just back away from the door while we still can't see what's on the immediate other side.
Doesn't seem, yeah. You want Erlen to go start looking for secret doors in the room? Or does it want to look at the sarcophagi, figure out how these traps are?
I would like to know how big the holes are first. Because a
Sure.
classic of sand traps is, they bury whatever's in the room, but then there's a room up above which was full of sand. And that's a good place to hide stuff.
They look like they will pour from maybe like 5 feet diameter holes in the ceiling. You see there's about 3 of them.
I think that we should scope out this room. and chill at least until the darkness goes away. Hopefully identify all the traps without triggering any of them. And I think your point about a room above this one is a really good one. And I think we should, identify how to trigger it. And then, I don't know, it'd be kind of fun to do so.
Yeah. If we could like trigger it so that only one of the three opens, so that there's not enough to bury the entire room, and we could potentially get up and see if there is something up there. The one concern would be the statues do reset after an hour, or at least the other secret door reset after an hour. So we don't want to get locked in here.
Good point.
So to start with, I'm going to wedge my grappling hook into the door mechanism to at least slow it down if it does
Right.
start to close.
Mm-hmm.
But if we do like wrestle a sarcophagus lid off or something at some point, then dumping that in the doorway might be good. How did does it look? How did the door open? Did it swing open? Did it rise? Did it go to the sides?
It swings open into the room.
Into the room. Okay. So yeah, I'll use the grappling hook to try and wedge it.
No, I guess it should technically swing out because they're the hinges. Because otherwise, you wouldn't be able to. Otherwise, you could just bash the door down or whatever if the hinges were on the outside of the.
If the hinges on the outside, we'd be able to see the hinges.
Yeah, exactly. So it can't be like that.
Okay.
So far, nobody has touched the fancy sarcophagi. There's a hole here in the ceiling, here in the ceiling, and here in the ceiling.
Okay. Well, let's have Erlen inspect them and see if he can figure out exactly what will trigger the trap.
Yeah.
Confirm that.
I think it's pretty reasonable that Erlen thinks that it's probably messing with the sarcophagi in some way. And then he'll begin to start investigating the sarcophagus to see if there's... Starting, I guess, with the middle one, because he's closest there. Seeing if he can figure something out. What's going on. Yeah. All right. Barely a moment goes by where Erlen says, yep, okay, don't touch the lids. It's triggered to the lids. I'm gonna start looking for a way to disable it. One of these will have some sort of, ideally one of these would have some kind of way to stop it or something like that somewhere. And so he's going to begin to debug it.
Okay. I'll stick by the door and just listen for scuttling.
Yeah. You're reasonably certain that the spiders can't see in the darkness either.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like, because the sounds you're hearing are about 30 feet away from you.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're hoping to catch us when we come out of the darkness. Or they might be fishing, like, just lowering strands and sweeping them about.
Okay. Think? I don't know. Well, okay, is Arlen able to, locate the, hopefully the disable mechanism?
Yeah, time passes as he's looking for it. He's unsuccessful finding it the first round. He said, okay, two things will happen. One, he they can't find it on the first sarcophagus, but then like literally 10 seconds looking at the leftmost sarcophagus, he's like, I think I found it. And then that's when Harambe, you hear clicky, like clitter clatters of spider legs in the dark, moving about. You're not sure if they're coming to you. It's almost, maybe they're just kind of meandering, or yeah, it still sounds like they're kind of laying webs. You're definitely on edge.
Okay.
Yeah. So here's the issue with the trap. Erlin, I don't think I will allow Erlin to do a simple, like, with time tools and training, he can make it so he can delay the trap, right? With time tools and training, he can turn off the trap for sure and disable it for good. With time tool and training, he can activate the trap for good. But like a middle result here seems like that requires finesse and some skill and probably a roll.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Is that okay?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. I think it would be wise, as you said, Meg, to hold off triggering it until the darkness is gone.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think it might just
Right.
be take a breather.
Here's how the disabling will work. You have to basically disable it and enable the trap at the exact same time. And so this is the issue here. What really the test is that he has to basically, as soon as you on your timing, he has to press the latch, and then one of you have to touch a sarcophagus lid at the same time. You know, and that will and he thinks that depending on which one gets touched, that would be the hole that opens. And so, but he doesn't know the timing between them all, and like, you know, what this latch, like what it stops. But like basically, if there's a hole you want to open particularly, that's the sarcophagus that needs to get moved. And you can probably reasonably assume that they're positionally, you know, whatever the closest neighbor is associated that way.
Yeah. Okay.
Dungeon puzzle.
Okay.
I feel like it's worth trying, but I do still think that we should wait until at least like an hour.
Yeah.
If an hour passes, then the darkness is just not going to go away, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Let's do time passes,
Right.
or at least until the spiders find the room.
Okay.
I'm going
Okay,
to prepare
before-
some oil flasks for throwing at the spiders.
Yeah. Okay. Unfortunately, before time can fully pass and you get the full hour, you're about. Yeah. You're one segment away when the first arachnid is going to breach this the darkness here.
Is it like surprised at all when it immediately,
Yeah.
you know, goes into floodlight eyes?
Yes. So I think what we'll do is we'll roll initiative to see. Harambe, you're not surprised. Nobody else is surprised. I think it's shocked, but I don't think it's like mechanically like, oh, there's an ambush here. Like it knew that you were somewhere around here. It just didn't know that it was. Yeah. You know, it's not like, oh my god, there's people.
Marianos.
3 from Spider. Okay. Looks like you get to rock and roll. Meg.
So, yeah, I think this is just going to be sling and then short bow.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the sling,
Slang.
which is the miss. And then a short bow, which is an 18.
That hits for sure.
I want to say short bow's d4 damage.
Sounds good to me.
And does dexterity get added to the attack? Or is that just
No.
melee? Okay.
Neither.
Oh.
Only your mighty deed die gets added.
Gotcha.
But you need to
3
be
points of
rolling.
damage.
Yeah. Nice. You know what the mighty deed die? Are you
I
rolling
have no
that?
idea what that is.
Steve, can you? Oh wait, you're a bard. That's why.
Yeah.
You're not a fighter.
No mighty deeds.
Yeah, that's fighter
Uh,
stuff. Okay, we're good. Nice, 3 damage.
Okay. Herrenby will try and hack it with his axe.
15 hits.
Just 2.
2.
And then Avram is going to throw one of those prepared flasks of oil.
Oh jeez.
And try to
Okay. You all are okay. Yeah, you hit then fade back. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Herrenby's job was like
Right.
stop
Yeah.
it in the doorway, and then have the oil come in.
Yeah. All right.
What
throw.
does that require?
It's a
Hit?
throw skill. Yeah, so it's strength or dex, and you need to roll a 10 to hit where you want to be. Yeah, you strike true. Okay. D4 for damage. Okay, we'll take 3 damage this turn. All right, and then on my turn, I'm going to see what it's going to do. Okay, it does not flee on fire, so I think it's just going to just randomly go at one of you. And it's Burning Panic Death, which is Mariana's. If I was going to go in clockwise from Aaron, Arlen, Heron B, Mariana's.
Okay.
Okay. Sometimes it'd be like that, Meg. I'm sorry. Let's see here. Okay,
AC 15.
It has a bite. That's a hit. For 2. And then I need a contest from you.
-1. A 13.
Hey, you resist the poison.
Oh,
You're good.
wonderful.
Okay. There is a burning spider in front of you, Marianas.
He's hearty.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can... If possible, he'd like to drop the sling and then stab it with a dagger.
If you drop the sling, I will roll a 50-50 chance to see if the sling is destroyed in the leaky spider fire.
Gotcha. Could I just back up and do the sling?
Yeah. You can always back
Okay,
up and
then I'll do
yeah.
that. Gotcha. 16 to hit.
Perfect.
3
3
points of
damage.
damage.
Okay, that will kill it. Cool.
Mariano's Spider Slayer. His first kill. That wasn't asleep.
Big spoiler. All right. Well done. You solved my spider puzzle. Okay. Now your torches
can
will...
we harvest poison?
Yeah, totally. I think that will probably be like an intelligence or kind of wisdom check to harvest that stuff. You have a background in it? Anything like that makes sense?
I have a scholarly background, but
No.
the thief has a...
Sorry.
Well, he knows academically that the poison could be harvested.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
The
Wizard-
thief
wizard
is
is
a
a hunter.
surgeon.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't hear you, Meg. What'd you say?
The thief is a surgeon.
Oh yeah, between a surgeon and a hunter, I think absolutely you have if one of those is doing it, they'll have advantage on the roll. The risk here is that it destroys the glands. You want to harvest it, so yeah. I think
sense for the thief to do it.
Yeah. 13.
Okay. With intelligence.
Either intelligence or dexterity or wisdom.
Okay.
Whatever makes the most sense.
Gotcha. He's gonna use dexterity.
Yeah. Okay.
But he'll use luck.
Okay.
13.
That's what you needed. Nice.
Wonderful.
You have now a poison gland of a giant spider.
Awesome.
It could be theoretically used right now for like putting it over a weapon in a fight, and it could paralyze on strike.
So we're looking at paralysis. We're not looking at like
save or death or anything like. Yeah.
Okay. Is there an expiration date on this guy?
Yeah, it'd be like a week.
Okay.
Now, if you can find a lab or something like that and distill it to like essence where it's stabilized, then it can be much longer.
No, we haven't built that yet.
No.
Hmm.
Well, there.
You think I can get it done in
There
a
was
week?
this little bit. Well, there was for the earlier session today. I have some ideas.
Oh yeah, they found a lab upstairs or something.
Yeah.
I will
Okay.
pocket this guy.
Anyways, let me advance the time as requested because the encounter was over. Yes. So after an hour, your torches will go out. The darkness that was over the statue goes away, revealing the spider is now, the other spider is missing, but there's just a bunch of webs all over especially around the perimeter edge to catch anything falling in to the chasm. The bridge is covered in web.
New torch.
And that door will close with all of you in it.
Okay. Avram will light up a new torch.
And
Okay.
we'll reset the doors.
Okay. Who steps out to?
I'll step out and look at the ceiling.
Yeah. There's no spider on the ceiling, but you can go ahead and do that for free.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we should have another hour.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Let's give this a go.
And this is when Arlen's like, okay, which sarcophagi? I have to be on this one to hit the latch. I'm not in a good spot to hit the sarcophagus. Someone else. I need help from somebody. Which sarcophagus do we want to hit?
The one in the back corner?
I think so. And can we do you still have an inspire in the tank?
Yeah. I can throw out another inspire. Hopefully. Yep.
Perfect. Okay.
So
He has luck again.
I think Avram will go and stand at the entry door. Is Erlen, is he asking me just to touch the sarcophagus, flip the lid, or like how?
Yeah, he needs you to basically bump it. I don't know, give it a nudge. On your mark. And and then the mark is the roll.
Okay. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Okay, thief.
Oh, the roll.
Wizard.
That's me.
Okay, I guess you fail. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not that mean.
You just
go ahead.
misses the mark.
Yeah. Wait, that was the mark shit, and like the sarcophagus is open. Yeah, no, please go ahead and roll. Like, you're good.
Okay. And he'll. And that's just, yeah, dexterity. He'll use his luck.
Yep. It's pretty good.
Nope.
Okay. Well, maybe that joke wasn't farther from the truth than we thought. All three holes begin to dump sand.
Is there anything?
Yeah.
Sorry, Garrett, go on.
Nope. I was gonna say everybody in the room here, to exfiltrate from the room, will start having to make a dexterity check to keep your footing and to reach the doorway.
Did bumping the sarcophagus reveal anything in it?
Oh, yes. You definitely would see a mummy inside.
Mm-hmm.
A mummified body. Yeah. So like it's all wrapped up. You can see that there are certain like bulges and stuff on the mummy. Like, for example, like around its collarbone. You'd also probably see like its fingers might be a little awkward. AKA, it might be wearing stuff underneath the wrappings.
Yeah. And it's not like twitching to life or anything.
No. It's inanimate for now or forever. But you gotta worry about this sand.
Yeah. Does anyone have a rope they can throw to me? Or am I carrying them?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I don't want to get buried in sand.
I think that would be bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. While you're doing that, I'll also update the map just for a little bit in my head. Basically, this yellow is, you can assume that it's webs. It's not like, oops, all web. It's like Catherine Zeta-Jones, you're dipping beneath the lasers. Okay? It's more of a,
Gotcha. Okay. I think we should. I don't think you should risk it.
We can always come back and dig.
True.
If we
Very
let
good
the
point.
trap dump out, we can clear space to see if we can get up above. If that's a bust, then if we have time, we can dig down.
it's a DC 10 dexterity check to leave the room for you and Erlen. You can imagine this gets worse the longer you stay here.
Oh dear.
Okay, Erlen trips. For Erlen to get out without any assistance or anything like that, it would be a DC 12.
Now that I'm at the door, I will throw a rope to him.
Okay, he can have advantage.
Grab this and just start hauling.
Yeah. There's just like a waterfall of sand, torrent right in front of the door. Probably knocked him over.
Is it a higher DC now?
Yeah, it went up by 2, so it's a 12 now.
Okay. T fails again.
All right, now it's 14.
Still advantage?
Yes. Let's see if he... No, stop. Roll me a 50-50 chance to see if when he fell, he dropped the rope. Call it in a certain way before you roll, like high is good or low is good, or do a Boolean, conditional thing. On
Can I roll a 1 and 2? A 1 is good.
Okay.
Great.
Our brother dropped the rope.
Okay.
Now it's covered in sand.
Great.
14.
And he fails again.
All right, 16. He's like right by the door. You can see him.
God.
He is waist deep in sand now, trying to move through here. It's pouring out onto your feet and stuff. Right?
Yeah. I think it's kind of too late to risk anyone else
I'm going to try and inspire him. Come on, Erlen, you can do it. I believe in you.
Oh my god.
Steve! It's a 1, man. You can also, all right, sorry. Yeah, this is good. Okay.
Your voice isn't inspiring because you can, tell that the situation's hopeless.
I don't want to tell you how to do stuff.
You're just grimacing.
This hurts for me.
I'm gonna luck my luck.
Arlen.
Okay.
Yeah.
You luck the luck. Okay.
I luck the luck.
He's inspired.
I can give myself the luck back as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Bards at higher level can now inspire more people with a single.
Awesome. Would love to see a higher level.
Yeah.
Okay.
Erlen was I like to... And then Erlen's like, I don't care about next level. I care about tomorrow. Help me out, man.
No, he fails again.
Oh my... No, luck though. Luck though.
Yes. Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
not
Okay.
happening.
So that was the 16. Okay. He has. This is the last chance. It's 18 or dead.
But he could hit a 21.
Yeah. DC 18 or he dies.
Awesome. Do we have another luck?
Yes, I will try and inspire again.
Like, we could get to the spot where, like, okay, now he has to make a con save and hold his breath or, like, anything that's...
Oh yeah, no, he's dead. Yeah.
I'd rather just
He's
deal
a
with
hireling.
this way. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of my thought.
Okay.
He's inspired again. Come on, Meg. 18.
Okay.
Oh, he didn't die. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I love games, man. Erlen, all right. Who is it that drags Erlen? Because Erlen gets completely subsumed by the sand, right? So who is it that like grabs Erlen, hand down through it and like pulls them through with the success?
I think it's Heronby's inspiration.
Yeah, Hermby's
Alright.
at the door. Come on, you can do it.
All
Like,
right.
a fingertip.
Yeah.
And then he catches it.
Yeah, exactly. That's it in my head. Oh, perfect. So cool. Okay, Erlen survives. All right, Erlen's covered in sand, and he's like, I hate sand.
Coughing.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's just hawking up sand.
Ugh.
Disgusting. Yeah, it's rough. And yeah, as the sand continues to pour in, by your counts, the sand is just going to keep pouring. No, that's not true. It looks like it is slowing down at this point. At the start of the 6th round, it looks like it's slowing down.
Okay.
And the back part of the chamber is completely full. The middle part of the chamber is basically all but like a head height, like barely less than a foot from the ceiling. And then, of course, your side is a little bit less full because it's been spilling out right into the...
Conveniently, one of the openings was right there. So, once it's completely run out...
Yeah. I would not recommend walking on the sand. Sorry, more moralizing from your GM, but you will. This is thin sand, and you will fall through it.
Yeah. Does
won't support your weight
down, like spread?
Yeah, and spread on it.
Zelda.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. That should probably
Just
work.
enough to kind of get underneath it to throw a
That should-
grappling hook up.
Yeah, that should be enough surface tension. I think I think in order to do this though, I don't think you have the traction to push yourself in the sand. You need someone on, outside like an Aram or a Marianos or I don't think Erlen's helping you right now. I feel like Erlen's reevaluating his
No,
life.
he deserves a break.
Yeah. Sorry, no offense. He's like, okay, I next time I go out, I'm getting more money for sure. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so if somebody just holds your feet or whatever and helps you get there, that'd be fine.
Sorry, what's happening? What's the goal here?
Hamby's gonna
up through the opening.
Yeah.
Right.
Where the sand came from.
Right.
Yeah. So Harenby's on the back of a shield, maybe his shield, and then someone's like either holding Harenby's feet or like there's a rope situation.
I've actually got 2 shields. I could stepping stone.
Oh, you're like like cross country skiing. They're like sand shoes. Oh, okay. No, you can't do that. They're way too big for you. Yeah.
No.
So
I mean, put it down like a big dinner plate. Stand on.
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
The
like a
other one
sled.
down in front, hop forward, pick up the one behind.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can do it. Okay.
Stepping stone my way.
Okay. That makes more sense. Okay, I thought you were just gonna.
You can have my shield for that, for sure.
I think he's got 2 shields.
You have. Why are you carrying 2?
I'm carrying 3 because
How?
he's a mega halfling. The gauntlets of ogre strength.
Oh.
Okay.
Can't stay through the roof. He's just got an enormous backpack that's the same size of himself.
All right, Harenby. You're good to go.
Yeah, and
And
Marianos will just sort of stand at the doorway and look in the direction just to make sure it's all
yes.
lit.
You're doing the classic thing, I imagine, with your hands on your hip. Is like you're the person inspecting the plumber who's doing the job.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
You're the dad who's dealing with the drain, and I'm the kid who's standing next
Holding
to
the
the
flashlight. Yeah. Yeah, with the eyes. That's so good. Oh, Megan is playing with you. It's so good. Okay. Heron yeah, you can look up with the assist from Marianos, and you can see up past here, and that there's definitely a large chamber.
Sound had to come from somewhere. Okay, grappling hook, rope.
The
And get up there.
Yeah.
The rope long enough that you can throw the under end like actually to the doorway.
Hopefully, I mean it's 60 foot of rope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
the
you
room
should
is
have
sorry.
a second guy just in case you slip.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like someone up there with you.
Okay. Well, Erlen's taking a breather, so
Yeah. It's a 40 by 60.
Marianos has to hold the flashlight.
or do you want to come and leave them on spider duty?
You know, I think it might be helpful to have me there because I think angle-wise, I couldn't illuminate it just from the door.
Yeah, you'd just be like creating a spotlight on the ceiling.
Yeah. And I think we need both hands, so like we can leave them with torch.
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah,
Okay.
I will get my shield and I'll pull myself up.
Okay. Do you need any rules for getting up?
No, I think you're fine because it's actually not that far of a climb. Like the hole is literally the ceiling, so you can kind of just secure and scooch up there. When you poke your head up, you'll see that you're looking at another long-wise rectangular room, and this one is 40 by 60. And now I will help. Once you draw the square, I will help illustrate a little bit what you see, because it's a little bit tricky.
Okay, I will draw that. 40 by 60?
Yeah.
Tall or wide?
Wide.
Okay. And it's above, right? So
yeah,
I'm just gonna sort of stick it nearby.
Yeah, but we can assume it's kind of overlaid. And if you want, we can also kind of map the holes. So like something like this. Starters. Fancy door. There's a day. Second day. A lot of days in here. I'm sure the building code for this was the days of our lives. Please laugh.
I laughed. I'm not sure if the microphone picked it up, but I laughed.
It was a sensible chuckle. I understand. Okay. There is a sarcophagus here. The rest of the platforms do not. All right. So dominating this tomb is a massive sarcophagus, written in Mithric. Sort of like at the headstone of this granite sarcophagus, is a in Mithric, Manus Logothet or Logothet.
Is that like a job description or like a?
Yeah, that's a ruler.
Okay.
It's a mayor. It's a mayoral term. Like Gosterwick has a Logothet.
So probably not a priest.
Well, the Gisette on the sarcophagus, so like the sculpture on top of it, is depicting a Thothian priest in robes with a cylindrical headdress. So very old style.
Huh.
And you can see attached weirdly enough, attached to the lid, right above the nameplate, is just like a blank space. Like almost like a chalkboard, I guess would be the best way of describing it.
And sorry, and that's on the sarcophagus?
Yes.
Okay.
So imagine like a 3-dimensional sarcophagus, right? The Jose like is on the lid, pointing up at the very top. So this would be like the part that you'd be looking at flat on, right? So like something like this, right? And then so then at the bottom it would say like name, and then here is chalkboard, right? Does this make sense at all?
It does.
Dude, I'm quite the mark. Sorry, hands are not sticking up. That's great, but you know,
Yeah,
Michelangelo.
yeah.
Okay, it's like that. So you're looking at it that way. There's a huge fresco to be described here as well. Okay.
Oh.
So this room is 10 feet tall, and it's richly decorated for frescoes. And it's showing Thoth in all of his forms. So this is not just the ibis, the baboon, the priest as a man. You see him as an ibis. You see him as a baboon. Then you see him driving a sky chariot, as well as a priest.
Are the arms the same?
Yes.
Like, are the arms okay.
Yes. And then the largest fresco of them all is on this back wall, above the Manus's sarcophagus. And these words actually look like they're in the exact same font, same kind of gold lettering that you read off of the mural with the dead halfling in it. It depicts an enormous ibis from which streams rays of energy. And glittering above the fresco, just like the one in the other room, in golden letters, is in Mithric, says, "The gift of Thoth to the faithful." And all of these frescoes are the most vibrant frescoes you've seen in your whole life, Marianos. Harenby, I wish I could say the same, but you've seen quite a lot of frescoes that have been undisturbed for centuries or millennia. So, but this one's definitely one of the good ones. This goes in the top 3 for sure.
Gorgeous. Can we quickly check the door? just in case.
Yeah, excuse me. Sure. The door is locked. Looks like it needs a key. I assume what are the other 2 lads doing? What's Aram and Erlen doing? Are they just vibing below?
They are primarily on Spider.
Okay,
Spider
yeah,
Watch.
they're on Spider Watch. Okay, so it's you 2 up here. Okay.
Do you think it's worth getting Erlen up here to check for traps?
I think we have bypassed the trap, frankly.
Yeah.
I think, if there was a trigger here, that would have been, the sand would have fucked with it.
True.
Like either it would
Famous
have weighted it
last
down,
words
or I know, right?
Before we die to poison traps.
Well, yeah,
But,
I'll open the door. I'm level 1.
So if the door's locked, I'm happy to leave it locked while we see if there's any treasure.
Yeah.
I'm just conscious of time. It's gone
for sure.
10, so
this, yeah,
I don't have to escape the dungeon roll.
Definitely. This door does not even like budge at all when you tried it.
Okay.
And
the 4 other dioceses, are they just empty?
Correct.
Are they just kind of framing the pictures? Okay.
Yeah, they're empty and they're kind of framing the pictures.
Yeah. Okay. In that case, I'm thinking that anything of interest is going to be in this sarcophagus. But
Crack
before
it
I open
open.
it, if there's anything you want to do.
Sorry. Okay. There are 4. Sorry. No. There's actually something else I needed to add here, and my bad. So there is this. I described this one chalkboard, right? That's on the sarcophagi.
Mm-hmm.
There are 4 similar chalkboards. They were all attached to the walls. At the days. So there's like one here, one here, one here, one here, one here.
I see.
And let me know if you want me to repeat any of the frescoes on the walls.
I would love if you would repeat the one with the ibis.
Yes.
With the words specifically.
The largest fresco is centered on the south wall, above the sarcophagus itself. It depicts an enormous ibis from which streams rays of energy. Above the fresco are these words in gold: "The gift of Thoth to the faithful."
And okay. Does anyone have chalk?
No.
Okay.
A basin attached to the south wall is covered in sand still from the storage, but mixed in there are several pieces of chalk.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Okay, puzzle.
Okay. Tell me if this is crazy, but I'm wordle pilled. It feels like we spell a word. Or like several words, right? Do we know, like, are there 5 gifts from Thoth?
I feel like there's more than that.
Because, like, immediately
there's a
where
whole bunch of secret names of Thoth.
And the reason I said wordle is because immediately my mind went to, okay, 5 chalkboards, Manos, his name, has 5 letters.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe we just put... But it feels like he's not the gift of Thoth, right?
Yeah, it would be weird if the answer was just written in the room.
So sorry, Eric, will you say the fresco again?
Yeah, I posted in the Rolls channel. It says, "The gift of Thoth to the faithful."
Will you describe the ibis again?
Yes. The ibis is, to use heraldry parlance, it is facing to the right, rampant, from which it is streaming rays. So like a radial...
My eyes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's not the best analogy. I'm sure there's a better one, but like the Imperial Japanese flag, you know, the way it radiates. Like think of it that way. Like it's, you know, it's perfectly patterned kind of off of the, but like not the best place to draw a metaphor, but I'm out of radiating patterns. I can't think of one. So go ahead.
Wait, hold on. I'm cooking. Light has 5 letters.
Yeah.
Do we think it's words, or do we think the letters thing is like totally a non sequitur?
I think it could be letters. Like this main mural is very much talking about the gift of Thoth, and it's showing rays of light.
Yeah.
I think it's worth a go.
Plus, it's like baboon. His gifts are like baboon, light, judgment of the dead.
Yeah.
Okay. If you're willing to try, I just worry about wrong answer equals stuff. We die. Okay, magic. Magic has 5.
Yeah, but that was downstairs where the statue was, it was all very magic. Up here, it's there's strong light vibes.
Yeah.
It is
I think
serving.
If we cut off the Y. But also feels weird because it's like an English language thing.
I know this guy was a super historian nerd, but inventing an entire language might be beyond him. The guy who wrote this. I don't know.
Do you want me to try it?
Yes, I think it's
Okay.
worth a try.
Okay.
I think it's a well-reasoned solution.
And do you want me to go light or magic?
Let's go light. The room
Okay.
the room is vibing that.
Okay. Then Marianos is going to take one of those chalk sticks. He's going to go, like he's solving Wordle from each chalkboard. Spell out light.
Okay.
And then, praise Thoth.
Dabs. As you finish writing the T on the sarcophagi, there is a click. And another.
Oh.
And each of the chalkboards flashes green. Your life flashes before your eyes. But instead, you're rewarded. Both the door and the sarcophagi begin to turn off kilter. They can be opened.
Wait. Oh, awesome. Does a mummy lord rise up?
No.
Okay. Let's have a look and see what goodies this guy had.
Well done. So cool.
I truly didn't think that would work. I thought I was just insane.
Insanely right is what you are. Okay. There is an inert mummy in here. Surrounding a bed of ancient silver pennies, as well as a handful of ancient gold coins. This mummy also has a death mask. So, like, imagine I have to give you a description of it, but definitely magic. Definitely, like, even to you, it's like, oh, this is pretty magical. There are three tomes in here as well of consideration. Sorry, I didn't blow my nose. Sorry. The tomes. So there are. Yeah, there are 3 tomes, and then there are 10 solid gold little miniature figures in stylized dance poses. These are about half the size of the ones we found in a previous tomb, so they're packed one. There are a handful of scrolls. I think there's 7 in total. And a set of 3 silver Ankh keys. So those small little silver Ankhs that you found. A full set of 3.
Like for the obelisk.
Yeah, that obelisk size, yeah.
Oh.
Let's see. Let me give you some descriptions of the stuff. Oh my god, okay. It is not, okay, I said death mask because I just assumed this thing would be looking epic, but instead it looks like a mask that the Hamburglar would wear. It is supple, face-fitting red leather, which is tied behind the neck with red linen cord.
Huh. Surely it's cursed.
every mask in here has been cursed so far.
Yeah.
Um,
Would it look fetching?
you are welcome to try it on if you'd like. Or we can
You
take it back to town and get it identified.
You do not have to. Aaron B.
Mm-hmm.
You're initiated to the Brotherhood, right?
Correct.
This is a legendary mask. This is a mask that belonged to, or is an homage to, one Tedious Invisus, a credited founder of the Benevolent Brotherhood.
Then it's yours.
Yeah, I really want to put it on now. Yeah. I'll put it on.
Yeah. Okay. You don't feel an ego or anything like that. You feel like yourself. You look kind of corny, but honestly though, it kind of rips.
No matter how you look, Marianos will tell you it's fetching.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do any magical properties make themselves apparent at this time?
No. You'll have to. You feel. Yes. Okay. There are some supernatural properties that do take effect immediately. One. You know immediately that door to the back was magically locked. And basically you have like thief sight for detecting secret doors and things while you wear this. So anything for disabling traps, picking locks, like you have like thief intuition for like, oh yeah, there'd be a trap there. Oh, there'd be that thing. Furthermore, you basically have the thief ability to disarm traps and stuff as long as you had lock picks and stuff.
Okay.
For all intents and purposes, you can be treated as a thief while wearing this.
Pretty powerful.
Yeah.
And you're exchanging it for whatever the other mask you were wearing is.
Yeah. So long, set mask. I don't need you
Oh,
anymore.
you need to roll a percentile die to see if you go insane when you take it off.
Oh yeah. God.
That's been stacking up every time you take it on, take it off. By the way.
I know. I'm up to 4%. I'm good. not insane today.
Okay.
I'll be 5% next time. That would have been a terrible way to end the session.
That would have been absolutely uproariously funny. Okay. So how are we getting this stuff out of here?
Now it seems.
There are. We're gonna use D&D vision for a second. There is 2,345 ancient silver pennies and 459 ancient gold.
459 gold.
Yeah, I will copy and paste it into the chat just so you have it as well.
Okay. I think, just so being cognizant of time.
Yeah.
I think those Onkies are pivotal. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Or at least one, because then, as a whole, we'd have a set. I think 7 scrolls is more than enough to make up for the loss of Fireball.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell these are magic user scrolls, by the way, as a bard. Can you read them? No, but you can definitely tell that they are.
Yeah.
Bards not read scrolls.
Bards can read scrolls. Like, you can cast from a scroll. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Bards can use wands and scrolls from any class. But they can't. But you can't cast spells yourselves. It's like the idea.
Yeah.
Okay. For
you don't know what these books do, but you've seen that they are capital I important.
Yeah. Okay.
I can grab the books.
Closest place to escape to is Goblin Town. We're gonna need a torch just for getting along, and then is 2 torches. to get down
Yeah.
to Goblin Town. So we need 3 torches.
Theoretically,
You could
we don't need
theoretically get done with less if you're willing to have a goblin help guide you down. But that also has its own implications.
Yeah, they're gonna charge for that. Okay. In terms of slots available, Aram, the incredibly strong wizard with no intelligence, could easily dump his flask, flint and steel, and staff, which are worth like 1 each.
Okay.
And just
I can
then
free up 5 slots easily.
So he's got 16, you've got 5. Erlan similarly has some junk that could be dispensed with, like flask, flint and steel, even grappling hook. But needs 3 torches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everyone can carry 100 gold for free as well. 100 coins. Ancient coins count as 2. So there are.
I am carrying gold in that slot just that I had before.
Okay. Completely full or space for any more?
I'm carrying for free 100 gold pieces, and then I'm carrying 48 gold pieces and 13 ancient pennies from the rats.
Okay. Right.
Which means I have basically 26 coins to carry without filling another slot.
Okay, that's fine. So let's call it 9. There's 9 slots of the ancient gold coins. They're the important ones because they're worth 10 gold pieces each.
Oh. Well, then I will drop all my regular gold.
Yes. But
Fair.
I didn't want to be like, empty your pockets. You don't need that.
No, yes, I shall.
Get rid of that copper.
Okay.
I don't have any copper.
I take it are the hirelings happy to empty their pockets as well?
Oh, absolutely.
Their trash coins?
But as it is, this is true for all the time. They will expect to get a bigger share than for doing this. Right? They're getting a full
Can I
share.
feed them to the spiders?
Sure. Okay.
As compensation, that is for hauling all this money out, they expect to get a little bit of a kickback.
Okay. So we can. So each of us takes a slot of gold in our free slot, and then there's 5 more slots. Did you say that's how much Marianus had?
So it'd be 50 coins.
50 coins per slot.
Yes, but I would like to get the books.
You want to get the books? Okay.
Which is, I think, would it be one book per slot? Eric?
Yes, 1 book per slot.
Okay. And let's ditch the poison, so the gland rather.
Mm-hmm.
I can basically call it 4 slots that I can fill.
You have 5 minutes.
You've got 4 slots of gold. That means I will take the 1 remaining slot. Gold. You have got the 3 books. I've lost the post-it which listed everything. 10 gold figures. The wizard can carry those. The 3 silver anks, the thief can carry those. I have got the death mask. I am going to drop some other gear that I do not need. That frees up a whole bunch more slots. So I've got okay, I can carry the scrolls, and I think we can manage another 5 slots of silver coins.
Perfect. So then we get out of here.
Yeah, and then we bolt.
Okay. We shimmy down on the shields. We can just slide on our butts out the door. Get the fuck out of there to the south.
Okay.
Yep.
How are you?
Get through the webs.
Aram has a torch to burn that away if needed.
Okay. And believe it or not, the spiders do not come after you. So you will make it. You'll make it back in time.
Wahoo.
Head on down and
To
into
Goblin Town.
Yeah. Well done. Okay. I'm going to need help figuring out all the treasure you brought for experience purposes.
Now that we're no longer in the clock, we can be much more clear with what's happening.
Yeah.
okay. We got the mask, the 3 books, the 10 figures, the scrolls, the ant keys, all of the gold, and 250 of the silver.
Okay. And you got 250 of the silver?
Yeah.
Okay. How many? No figures?
Oh, we got the figures.
All 10?
Yep.
Awesome. Okay. All right, I have to add it all up. Looking good. Okay. With the Ankis, the scrolls, the tomes, and the mask do not give experience because they're magic items. But
Okay.
the Ankis will obviously give some as well. Okay. So your final gold before being split is 9,040. So that makes, with the upgraded hirelings to be PCs for purposes of shares, XP and gold share is as follows: 2,285, and your gold share is 2,260. Because you all got 100 experience fighting the rats that were asleep and that spider.
2,285 XP.
Yes.
Well, look at me. Level 2.
Huzzah!
Do they get a bigger XP share as well? Like, paying them more is one thing. But do they...
Oh, good point. I should have marked them at... No, they should have gotten less XP. Okay, hang on a second. I have to mark them back as adventurers.
Yeah,
right, for
mark them as
XP.
adventurers for XP, and then PCs
And not
for gold.
Yeah, so let me delete that. Thank you so much. That was a oversight. PC share. Adventurer share. So hireling share for XP. Then when I mark them as players, that gold share should still be the same, 2260. So let me put that down here. Sorry. Okay, there you go. So you actually got more XP. Which also all 3 of these lads will level up, or all 2 of these lads will also level up. Right. Well, I guess they're hirelings. No, they won't. They're 1,000. Never mind. I don't know what I'm saying.
Okay. Awesome.
Cool. Do you want to do? We're done for the night. We don't have to stick around, but if you wanted to like do identifying and stuff like that, we could handle some of that stuff right now too.
I'd love to do that. I also have a question about the way the XP works.
Mhm.
Because is it like, so I need 2,000 XP to level up. I had 500. I'm getting 3,000. Do I have 3,500 total, or?
Yes, you do.
Okay, so just it's completely additive.
Yeah, totally additive.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. Then I am level 2.
Yay!
I'm nearly level
Sorry.
3.
Everyone, you should actually get 4 more experience. I forgot the 13 silver pennies from the rat nest earlier.
Oh, I know I abandoned those.
Oh, okay. That was ancient silver, just like gold. Okay, fair enough.
I mean, it would potato. It would
Yeah.
filled up the
Got it.
silver slot.
Okay, then you don't get the extra.
What? I mean, I think we should note that then there's 148 gold pieces plus 13 ancient silver in that sarcophagus.
Definitely. Yeah. So that mask you got is really cool, for sure. Are we gonna identify the scrolls or right now or not?
Yes. I will happily pay for anything that needs to be identified.
Okay.
Can I interject really quick? We got
Yes.
250 ancient silver coins.
Yes.
Okay. Out of the 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
The only thing we left in there. Okay, carry on.
Okay. 100 will identify all the scrolls.
Okay. Paid.
Okay. Comprehend languages. Comprehend languages. Levitate.
Mm-hmm.
Frigg's elephant ears. Invisibility.
Mm-hmm.
And hurt this one. Dimension door.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think there's one more actually. Let's see. That one is. Let's see. It's in the book. It's magic mouth, but oh, we don't have that one written up yet. So let's say it's fog.
Did I miss one? Comprehend languages, levitate, Frig's elephant ears, invisibility, dimension door, fog.
Yeah, we did miss one.
More?
Oh, because okay, yeah, we did miss it. My bad. In the game, there's invisibility and there's invisibility 10-foot radius. So let's say there's 2 scrolls of invisibility.
Okay. All right. Very nice. Is there more to identify about the mask?
Yes.
Okay, I will pay to have that identified.
Goblin Town?
Does identifying, like, is it,
Yeah.
we're paying a guy to do it, right? Like,
Correct.
is that something that you want to advertise as
Yeah, no,
having?
as soon as Eric said in Goblin Town,
Yeah.
I realized no, not in Goblin Town. Yeah, maybe also not the. Did you say the books were magical?
Yes.
Read those books?
They will individually have to be identified, though.
Can I not just read them?
No, you can absolutely just get to them. All right. Which one do you want to start reading? 1, 2, or 3? Which one do you pick first?
Do they have any, like, anything on the covers?
Yeah, the first one has a silvery cover. The middle one has a purple cover with like gold in it, and then the third one also has silver and gold on it. So the first and the third look almost like maybe in the same volume or like the same set, and the
What would the this is just like an I don't know what it would do. Like, what would identifying the books do?
these you can Erlen told you that these are magical. Oh, sorry, that's the thief. Aram would have told you that these are magical books. Reading them and studying them would confer a great boon. But it would consume the magic of the books.
Gotcha. Well then yeah, let's get them identified, I think.
Okay.
And I mean I can use my share for that if you'd like, or are we just pulling this out of the
So it's 100 to
profits?
Yeah.
I'm happy doing it. I've got cash from that sea of coins I mentioned earlier.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, this is a lot for me. I can see how it wouldn't be so much for you.
Oh no, this is an excellent haul. I am more than happy with it. But I'm also
right.
I'm happy to throw my money at stuff.
300 then.
Yeah.
Okay.
There it goes.
The first book is called The Librum of Silver Magic. Studying this will confer a permanent bonus to spellcasting if you are good in alignment. Furthermore, it will half your progression to your next level in spellcasting. I'm just going to read from the third one is this is the second part of the Librum of Silver Magic. There's 2. And then the third one, the purple covered, is a tome of leadership and understanding, which would confer effectively better how to use charisma and rhetoric and how to not slouch.
Wonderful.
You can assume what that would do for a character.
Yeah. That one's also a little bit more famous. In the hobby, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Marianos is not good, so those Librums do him no good, so very willing to give that up to the company.
Yep. Same with Heron.
What's Heronby's charisma?
17.
Okay. So it'd pop you up either to assumedly 18 or 19.
Yeah. That's a pretty safe assumption.
I mean, I claimed the mask, so I'm totally happy for you to stake claims on things. Don't feel like
no.
Yeah.
To be clear, the mask. Sorry, just to interrupt you. This came up earlier in the session today, and that wearing the mask or like wearing kind of like any headwear will probably interfere with you wearing a feather in your hair as well. Like think of it kind of just taking your head spot, kind of stuff. But otherwise, it's not a big deal.
To clarify with the Librams, is that halving progression so it takes double, or is it like having?
No, it halves the distance, so you're gain half.
Okay.
Yeah, gain half your level. Sorry. Yeah, gain half progression is how I should have said it.
So you're gaining a big dump of XP.
Correct.
Perfect.
So if you were,
and Marianos would love the tome.
Go for it.
Get him to 18
Nice.
charisma.
Yeah. It just takes 2 downtimes to read.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I forget what I did with Lauren because Lauren read a book on wisdom. It might be 4 downtimes, just like studying anything. Actually.
Okay.
I'll have to double check with Lauren and what I did with her. But whatever the rules are for that, I think I'm pretty sure. I right now assume it's 4 downtimes, just like if you were learning a language or a weapon or something like that.
Gotcha.
Of intense study.
And bards get the adding a d6 of downtime learning. Is that like affecting this?
Sure does.
Okay,
You get the bonus. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. I think that's great.